Here at Lehman College with Jeff Pliskin of Racist Propaganda and his right-hand man, YDB, son of ODB of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes, yes.
How are you guys tonight?
Pretty good. YDB looks mad tired. He started his workout routine, going vegan, lifting heavy weights.
Yeah, but my Italian, she made me some meatballs. So, but it was good.
Vegan meatballs?
No, they was bad for me. They was the other. Hope they wasn't no bull meatballs, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, let me tell you something. The way I know Jeff, I used to skateboard. I used to be a reckless kid. When I was 15, this guy came to my neighborhood, Brooklyn, Greenpoint. Shout out to Greenpoint. And he was at a local skate shop, and he was giving his boards out. And he had
Raised fist skateboards.
Raised fist skateboards. And there's this one board of Spike Lee on it, and I was like, hey, that's what's up. That's really cool. And then he showed me that. He was, editing videos, all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Let me ask. I was like, hey, let me intern for you. He goes, you know how to do any videos? He's like, I know how to do Microsoft Movie Editor. He goes, all right, come meet with me next week and we'll do a video for Trouble Andrew. And that was the first video I did. I did Trouble Andrew. Then
probably snowboarder.
The snowboarder, yeah.
Married to
Santa Gold.
Married to Santa Gold.
Yeah.
All right.
And we did probably the most memorable one though was with Master Killer of the Wu-Tang Clan. And
I made you do all the work. I watched you do all the work. 'Cause that's what interns do.
That's what interns do.
You
and
set up the tripods.
The trolleys.
And you had a smile on your face. And now 7 years later, you're doing big things. You're wearing the Wu-Tang shirt. And you're a radio personality. God bless.
Well, that's all thanks to you, man. Hey, so Jeff, tell me what's up with Raised Fist right now.
Well, basically, Raised Fist Propaganda, New York City based. We do photos and videos for artists. I've been doing it for about 15 years. And, we do a lot of reggae bands on the West Coast. Fortunate Youth, Slightly Stupid. A lot of East Coast rappers. But we decided to start a label. This is one of my friends. I'm going to give a shout out to Dubshot Mannix, Chris Mannix.
Shout out to Mannix.
Dubshot Distribution. Mannix works with Sean Paul Management and pretty much every Jamaican in Jamaica that's in the industry. Chronics, Jesse Royal, Sean Paul, Inner Circle, Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
Yeah.
One day we're hanging out. Mannix is like, yo, take a flight to Miami with me. This is like 5 years ago. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, let's just go to Miami. And we're in the Inner Circle house. We're hanging out like Inner Circle. And he's like, do all my videos. So we shot Inner Circle. We shot Capleton on the beach. Capleton's another famous Jamaican dude.
Yeah.
Came to Long Beach, New York. So after 2 or 3 successful videos, we're at the bar one night, and I'm like, I have a lot of friends who are musicians. Let's do Raised Fist Records. Let's do a record label where you give me free range to promote my artists, and you could be my silent partner, because he's already Dubshot, Chris Mannix, Dubshot Distribution. So pretty much, I've run into YDB over the past few years. Really cool cat, son of ODB, very humble. And I said, dude, let me introduce you to Mannix, because this guy is kind of a big deal. Yeah. And so right now we started, it's year 1 of Raised Fist Records. We got a few artists signed, and our goal with YDB is simply we're going to put out the YDB EP just to reintroduce him to the world. He's already known. He's already going on tour with Wu-Tang, but I feel like we have to really promote his solo efforts and the new music. And what's cool is that we're actually getting a lot of popular Jamaicans now in 2017 who want to work with him. So stay tuned for some really, really cool stuff.
You also worked with Yellowman, right?
Yellowman.
Yeah, you worked with Yellowman.
Zunga Zing. Yellowman.
Zunga Zing. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You also did the thing I really appreciate you is that you listen to a bunch of styles of music. Like I remember when we did the Trouble Andrew video. We went to get food and we bumped into Stigma, just randomly on the Lower East Side.
Stigma, Agnostic Front, punk rocker, New York hardcore.
Yeah.
Thing is about New York is this. It's like you go to California and everyone does the reggae thing. You have like white dudes with dreadlocks. Everyone thinks they're Bob Marley. And listen, I love them. But in New York, it's like one block is hip hop. One block is
straight edge
punk rock. One block is hippie. So it's like you never know where you're gonna get. One block is a skater bar. We went to the skater bar the other night watching some boxing fight, you know? And so it's almost like when they say melting pot, it's more than, I don't look at it through race and religion. I look at it through everything. I feel like music is my religion, at least. And when I see people, I can have a hip hop dude here, I can have a reggae dude here, I can have a skater. Like, we're all in the same room and we're all getting along. You know? And I think that's what it is. You know, growing up in New York, I'm very appreciative because I don't, you know, you deal with a lot of, you know, people from New York, you deal with a lot of,
No.
and you got to overcome it. But you got to learn how to do it the right way. You can't just,
No.
And I feel like people in other states, when you go to Florida, when you go to Cali, they kind of respect you for it because it's like, I forgot who said it. I think some hip hop dude said it. If you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, you look at even YDB, like YDB is my dude, we hang out. But at the same time, it's like, look at the history. Like his dad, New York-based rapper, very confident, did not care about what people thought. And he made it to the top doing what he wanted to do. He never said, I'm going to change my style.
It was his own rules.
Yeah, you know, to an extent. Definitely his own rules. Like the Wu-Tang Clan, they were different. It was cool. Even the beats, the beats are all taken from 1970 and 60s kung fu flicks, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's original style. I think if you're original, you're going to make it.
Speaking about...
YDB's going to sleep, though. What are you thinking, bro?
What am I thinking?
Do you agree with what I said?
I think that my father had an electric style that he just didn't care because electricity just run through any output that you give it. You know? Yeah. Just like the lightning, and you got to watch these hurricanes. You know what I'm saying? Watch the satellites, too, that's conducting them. But, yeah, what's up, guys?
That's what your dad, ODB, said to you?
My dad said a lot of things. He was just basically, he spreaded a lot of things, too.
Yeah.
A lot of truth, you know? And I think the children nowadays need truth. Because I'm saying he doesn't want me to talk politics.
Oh, please, this guy
Who,
actually
he, me?
loves politics.
No, this guy.
Oh, this
Before
guy?
we talk, we're live on the radio, 20,000
Hey,
listeners.
guys.
Shout out to Nazarene. She told me to shout her out.
Shout out to Nazarene. We here, baby.
Bronx Journal Radio.
Shout out to Coffee. Shout out to Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
Speaking about original and style, though, Jeff, when someone sees your video, there is very much a distinct style. You got a fisheye lens. You got, just describe it. You know, you got the fisheye lens. You got a lot of different lenses, cameras.
Mean, here's the thing. I was saying, like, I don't have the best cameras. Like, everyone's like, oh, you gotta get the best new camera. The thing is, as an artist, it's not having the newest, best cameras. It's about developing your own style. People know my style. Oh, you do the black and white. You do the fisheye. You do the swirls. So when I, like, my last video, we just shot Sean Paul. I followed him around for 3 days. He was in New York. Probably going to shoot a scene with him in Jamaica. I actually brought YDB. He wanted to meet YDB. We hung out with him in the club. Like, just hanging out.
Yeah.
No business. He's like, I want to get a photo with YDB. So it was family. But when people say, they're not going to be like, oh, it's a Sean Paul video. It's more like Sean Paul now has a Raised Fist video in his collection. That's the way I look at it. It's like, I'm an artist myself. Mm-hmm. So when you see my videos, they got the black and white, they got the fisheye, and, you know, I've done maybe, 50 or 60 already in the past maybe 15 years. I'm getting old, but anyway. At video 50, it's like, when you see my photos or you see my videos, you kind of know I shot it. And if someone else tries to do it, they're like, that's Raised Fist style. Now, is it me bragging, saying I'm awesome? No, it's more like I've worked very hard and very long to develop and promote my brand, where I would go, like, I'd say, YDB, let's go to Miss Lily's. Just to, like, show face and hang out in that culture, that reggae culture, because there's, you know, on any given moment, there could be a famous reggae dude walking in, or there'll be, like, 5 Jamaican girls throwing a party benefit for Puerto Rico, where we would do, like, the electric slide with them. And one of them is, like, Sean Paul's model, you know? And meanwhile, YDB is, like, talking or dancing with her, which is awesome. And it's developing, like, a crew and a vibe.
Yeah.
And people want, like, I want people to be a part of that. I want people to take ownership. Like, if they're wearing a Raised Fist shirt or they're part of the video, it's like they can claim it and say, this, you know, it's not his video. It's, we're all in it. We all contributed to it.
Yeah.
Where I can, like, sit back and let people take over. Like, I'll see people wearing a shirt. I'm like, where'd you get that? Oh, I got it from you 10 years ago. I made, like, maybe 20 shirts. And, like, this one, this Wu-Tang one, I made, like, 20 for the video. Threw them out on the beach. And, like, I'll be in Long Beach, ride my bike, and, like, somebody has it. And sometimes I'll invite YDB. He'll come out.
No.
Like, he did Irish Day in Long Beach, which is, like...
When's Irish Day?
Irish Day is this Saturday, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But 3 years ago, we paid for YDB to come out, and he did a set. It was his first time in Long Beach. How do you feel? What did you see from your point of view?
I seen Long Island because I used to live in Deer Park.
Yeah.
So he brought me back to, you know, I never been to Long Beach, though. But it was, like, crowded. It was crowded. It was, like, very hot, too.
What do you mean? What do you mean by hot? Like temperature wise, or like
the girls was hot?
Yeah.
It was, well, I didn't get no coochie that day, but it was a lot of things going on. But
what's coochie? Is that a mini couch?
We had the old ladies dancing.
Yeah.
We had the young girls dancing. I performed the Bobby Smyrna song because Bobby was locked up at the time.
Still is, right?
Yeah, he's still. Yeah. Damn, they got him.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Bobby Smyrna. You know, but when I performed his song, all of the old ladies was getting it down.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown. Word.
Dude, the one thing I love about Wu-Tang, and it has to go back to Master Killer, I remember there's one question I asked him. I was like, what music you listening to right now? He's like, let me tell you something. Jazz. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why jazz? He's like, I don't know, man. It makes me think it's different. He goes, all of us Wu-Tang guys, we're all different. Yeah. What do you bump to now? What gets you up every day to listen?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. I don't listen to music when I wake up.
No, but I'm saying, like, you know, like,
you don't?
What motivates you?
What motivates me is myself. You can't listen to too much because it's vibrations and it's frequencies that'll slow you down. So you got to just go to bed. Before you go to bed, make sure you clear your mind and you think about what you want to do tomorrow. Yeah. Or what you want to do forever. So that's what that's preparation for the next day to train. So it's not really music that drives me. It's the inner soul.
So you post a lot on Instagram. What are the 7 steps that you talk about?
It's just breathing. It's really knowledge through knowledge cipher, but I go knowledge to God. So
okay.
Yeah, it's just
I do knowledge to coffee.
Knowledge to coffee. It's just holding your breath for 7 seconds. You know, each second of the day, 7 seconds, 7 seconds, one breath in between. It slows your heart rate down if you want to be like Bruce Lee one day. You know. Yeah. And therefore, you don't know what's going to happen in 30 years.
I'm here once again. My name is AJ Szulc. I'm with Jeff Pliskin of Raised Fist Propaganda, and of course, YDB, son of ODB. As we continue,
young dirty bastard.
Young dirty bastard. You grew up in Brooklyn, right?
Yes. I grew up a lot of places, really. My father, he was getting in a lot of trouble while he was also a celebrity. So while we was a celebrity, we was on like welfare and all of that crazy stuff.
Oh, trust me, I know. I'm a big fan. I know all those stories.
I need to hold on. I gotta say something. There was there's a famous video that old dirty bastard was in. He's in a limo.
In the limousine. That's the video that I thought about.
And YDB's in the limo with him, and they're going to get food stamps.
Yeah, it was his free money.
It was on MTV actually.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use that clip of, how old are you? Like 6 years old?
No, like 7.
7. So, you know, the thing about entertainment is that you gotta get people's attention, and you gotta be different, and it's about how to attract an audience. So it's just a matter of respect for that. I mean, granted, I just thought that was definitely pretty cool.
Oh, dude,
that he grabbed attention.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, but where do you consider yourself from? Would you consider yourself a Brooklyn boy, or you?
Nah, I'm Brooklyn till I die. But Brooklyn is a different breed of people.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn too.
If you don't understand you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, you got Jay, you got Michael, you got Tupac. We a different breed of people. That's all I'm saying. No. I could have moved 100 places, but where I was born from would change my whole life. No. And people will see that now. Like, yeah, he from Brooklyn. Like, you go all the way to Europe and know I'm from Brooklyn.
It's so funny because like I'd go to different places, be like, oh, you're from Brooklyn. Oh, you speak different.
Yeah.
Oh, like it must be ghetto. It must be hood. It's like, nah, it's not like that. I mean, of course, there's places like that everywhere though. But it's like, it's just a family to me. But
Yes.
the reason why I bring up Brooklyn is it's changed so much.
Yeah, Brooklyn is new.
Do you even see yourself go back to like where you're from? Is it the same?
Well, I'm from a lot of places in Brooklyn, but Brooklyn has changed so much because of the tourism and the people that's trying to reset their life.
Yeah.
And that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because the other Brooklyn people need to get out and migrate.
Okay.
Because Brooklyn needs to spread.
Okay.
So everybody could become Brooklyn.
Yeah, I feel you. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Because Brooklyn mindset, most of the people who came out of Brooklyn holds the weight of the world right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think if more Brooklyn intellectual people got out, more people, teach how we teach.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like the whole new generation will be rise. Raise fists.
Raise fists, yeah.
There you go.
Shout out to Raise Fist Propaganda one more time.
There you go. It's more shout out to Raise Fist Records right now because I feel like we're gathering all of the new artists in Brooklyn right now, in New York, and we're eventually going to do a festival, probably either next summer, in the next couple of years. I'm not going to reveal the name, but we're talking to pretty big investor, Madison Square Garden related. I'm not going to say the name, but we're going to do Raised Fest. It's going to be half hip-hop, half reggae.
Wow.
We have a couple people that are very interested in promoting that. And together with Chris Mannix from Dub Shot, with the audio takeover, who pretty much has connections with every single artist, that's known, I think it's definitely developing into something pretty cool.
That's dope. That's dope.
Word.
You got any new collabs coming, YDB?
I mean, I think Raise Fists know about that. I don't know if we're gonna talk about that yet.
Yeah, we got a couple things coming up.
Word.
But
Care to share, or we gotta keep that?
what we're doing is we're introducing YDB to the reggae genre, so we can do a lot of mixing and matching. YDB actually recorded a song with Slightly Stupid. We'll see what happens with that. Also, we're working with Fortunate Youth.
Oh, that's dope.
Another reggae outfit. But, hopefully we'll see what happens with the Sean Paul thing. Sean Paul definitely was interested. How do you feel about the club thing? What happened in the club? What were you guys talking about?
It depends what club.
The club we went
Golf
to.
club or
Remember the club we went to with Sean Paul?
Oh, nah, Sean Paul was dope. That was actually the first time. Well, I met him before at his hotel. No homo. He's good people's. We really got to talk as men instead of the club scene.
Instead of it was an actual conversation.
'Cause he would have to work, and all that. So he's a peaceful brother, and he's still the same as he is
Very
in
cool,
videos.
very cool dude.
Yeah. He's been around forever.
And his accent is still very strong.
Yeah.
Word.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I know you said you didn't want to talk about politics, but one of the questions I always want to ask is, do you think music should play a role in politics, or are you trying to stay away from it?
I think it already does, but people be trying to hide.
What do you think about it? Like, would you want to be more invasive in it, or you want
Wait,
to just...
what do you mean music and politics? What does that mean?
Just for example, let's say, would you want to rap about, I guess, the problems that's going on? Because there's a lot of things going on.
Like it was in the 80s?
Yeah.
Well, I would rather talk about the problems because rapping, anybody could rap about the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my little child is learning how to rap and rhyme and all of that.
Yeah.
When you talk, it's just different,
Yeah. It's like
the pastor speaking.
Yeah, I feel like I could understand that, man. Because it's like when I'm listening to you right now, it's like I'm actually understanding instead of like, oh yeah, YDB's flow is nice, this beat's nice.
Yeah.
There's so many more things. It's like we were saying earlier. It's like when you listen just to one thing, it's like, oh, it kind of hits you there. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Any Wu-Tang things happening?
Wu-Tang is coming out with an album soon, so look out for the album.
Okay.
I'm not on it though.
He's not out. Yeah, I think there's a tour coming up.
Soon I will be on it. I want y'all to keep looking, but right now, me and RZA is gonna be doing. We supposed to be working on our own separate album.
Okay.
So that's.
What, you and RZA?
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Okay.
YDB RZA album?
Yeah, probably like the end of next year.
And the next year?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Out of all the songs you rapped right now, any collabs that you like? What's your favorite collab besides, I guess, the Wu collabs? Because of course I feel like those will always be the best.
Favorite collabs? Well, Beyonce and Sean Paul was good. That was a good song.
No, I'm saying like that you've been involved in.
Well, I was on one time. I was like a couple times really, but it was one time. It was Ghostface and it was what's that guy's name? Wiz Khalifa and me on a movie soundtrack, The Man with the Iron Fist.
Oh, okay.
And it was cool because it was like branching the Asian with the United States. It was just dope with some hip hop.
Yeah.
The first time I seen it with the hip hop music on the whole Asian, movie, it was like.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Once again, we're here with YDB and Jeff Pliskin of Race Fist Records. I just have to ask this too, man. Martin Shkreli.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who don't know, Martin Shkreli is the guy who raised the dope. I forgot the name. I have the picture. Hold up. The
You got it.
Daraprim. It was Daraprim. That's what it is. He raised the prices for Daraprim, which is it's a lot of people need that. What do you think about that? He bought the Wu-Tang album. Would you have sold it to him, or opinions?
Well, I feel like everyone's here for a reason. What he does on his daily basis has nothing to do with money or what he buys to listen to. Like, I'm going to listen to my classical jams, and he's going to listen to his new Wu-Tang album. If he has, or anybody else...
That one bar we went to with the classic jams,
yeah,
we were listening to, like, old school Motown and 70s. We're going to use those beats for the YDB album.
That's what's up. That's
It's
what's
gonna
up.
be sick.
Yeah, so if Martin Shkreli, if the other people that has these conditions feel like it's unworthy of him to buy that album in order to work with the cultural Wu-Tang Clan, the big classic group, I don't think it's a problem. I think the problem is they want to contact the people who really manufactures the stuff.
Okay.
I think he's just the face of it.
And what you thought about the whole the Ghostface beef?
The Ghostface beef.
I would never with him and Martin Shkreli. How Martin Shkreli tried to be a tough guy, and clearly,
Well, I think Martin Shkreli is just, I like what he's doing.
Okay.
I like that he's talking up for himself.
Yeah.
Because nowadays people don't
He's
talk
being a
up
man.
for themselves.
First of all, hold on. He's in jail now, right?
I mean, that sucks. The FBI?
He's
the
kind of...
CIA?
Yeah, he threatened Hillary Clinton, so they took... The next day he went to jail. Dude.
Donald
I think also
Trump
fraud,
threatened her,
too.
right?
Dude, listen. If you're a normal person...
I don't even know what normal
I'm going to
is
stop talking.
no more.
Listen, here's the deal.
Anyways, I don't know if we actually discussed this, but how'd you guys actually first met? You guys remember how you guys first met?
Who, me? He knows better.
Basically, all right, so let's go back to Rock the Bells, probably 2010, 2011. I was shooting for this guy named Kali, but one of his first videos in Bermuda. Flew me out, black and white video called Holiday. So I kind of kept in touch with him for a couple years. I make friends with my artists. It was in Cali. I think it was called Paid Dues. It was like the same kind of crew anyway, but it was called Paid Dues. So I go out there and I shot Kali Buds. He played like 2-3 in the afternoon. And that night, Wu-Tang Clan was headlining, right?
Okay.
So what I like to do, if people know me, I like to wander. I'll get like a photo pass, but that'll turn into like the ultimate backstage pass. I got the gift of gab. I'll just talk my way through it. Number one strategy, if you're listening, make friends with every security guard at a festival. Just go up to them, hug them, shake their hand. They won't even look at your passes. You're good. So I shot Kali Buds. I'm on stage with him. Probably had like 2,000 people. Not that, nice packed. Shook his hand. He went home. I'm like, all right, I got the rest of the day. So I go through like a corridor. The lady's like, oh, you need the all access. She turns around. I go past her. I ended up going up the stairs, through a hallway, down the stairs, outside, around, into like an inside stadium. And I'm not even making this up. This is crazy. Can't even make something like this up. I go in, and like a huddle, like a football huddle, you have like 9 or 10 dudes, right? Like a half moon circle. and it's every member of the Wu-Tang Clan plus like a couple more dudes, right? So I got my card, my director card. It was like the raised fist, when I says director Jeff Pliskin. So I go up to the first. I go to Method Man. He's like, he just takes the card and like doesn't even look at it. He's smoking weed, smoking his blunt. I go to Ghostface. He takes it, throws it over his shoulder. I give it to Raekwon. He rips it in half. It was funny. Everyone did something else. I give it to the last guy, Master Killer. And he's like looking at it. Like, when you have like a magnifying glass and you're kind of like looking at it. He's like actually he's like reading every word on the card. And I'm like, yo, I like this guy. Like he actually like paid attention to what I'm doing. Fast forward a week later. Oh, no. And then, so after him, I give to the RZA, right? I give RZA the card, and he goes, oh, filmmaker. He's like, you don't know what you're doing. And he takes my camera. I had a Nikon D80. Same camera I got now. I don't know if he was messing with me, but, like, so RZA takes my camera in front of the whole Wu-Tang Clan, right? He's like, you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, I know what I'm doing. It's like a Seinfeld episode. I'm like, give me my camera back. I took the camera back. Everyone's laughing. He's like, you don't know what you're doing. I'm a director. I just directed, like, I guess Quentin Tarantino produced, like, not Kill. What was it? Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai for him.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I'm working with Quentin. He said this to me. He's like, I'm a better filmmaker than you. I'm like, bro, you just met me already. And, like, everyone was just laughing because I'm, like, talking. RZA, and I actually took a picture of RZA, like, laughing. We were just, like, busting each other's balls. So anyway, fast forward a week later, I'm driving home from work because I teach. That's what I do. I'm a New York City school teacher. It's my real job. So I'm driving home from work, and it's like a number I don't know. So I put it on speakerphone. I'm like, hello? And the dude's like, is this the guy that gave me the raised fist card in California? And I'm like, yeah, who is this? I thought it was like one of my friends, like
Just pranking or something. Yeah.
Pranking, because it was so like, it was almost like they're interested, but it was too like over the top. He's like, is this the guy that was flashing everybody's face in California? I'm like, yeah, it's me. Who is this? He's like, this is the Master Killer, and I would like to do a video with you. And I'm like, yo, let's do it. He's like, what do I have to do to make it happen? I go, just come to Long Beach, because that's where I live. I live in Long Beach. He's like, really? He's like, well, I'm in East New York with P.F. Cuttin. And if you're a hip-hop dude, you know P.F. Cuttin is a famous hip-hop DJ. Yeah. He was in Blase, among a million other things, makes beats for every legend. So he's like, well, P.F. Cuttin in East New York. I'm like, dude, just come to the beach. It's paradise over here.
No.
So the dude comes over. The next day, he drives his car over, comes to my apartment, smokes a blunt. You're not allowed to smoke in my building, my co-op. I live with, like, old people. Smokes a blunt. He's like, let's walk the boardwalk. We're walking the boardwalk. He's like, yep, this is where we're going to do the video. He's like, we're going to do the video on the boardwalk in Long Beach. And this is where my hustle came in. I'm like, yo, you going to let me, like, talk some, like, whatever you need to do. I go, let's go into this hotel. It's called the Allegre. It's, like, on the beach, like, $1 million hotel. So we go in, and I'm like, can I get the manager, please? And the manager comes down, this girl, and she's like, what's up? This, like, snooty, like, I'm from Long Beach, like, I run the hotel. Like, she sees me and Master Killer with his do-rag, right? He's got, like, the green do-rag with the army pants.
Orange shirt.
Yeah. He had cool style. So, like, I'm like, so, here's the deal. We're filming a Wu-Tang video. And then she looks at him, and she's like, wait, what? I'm like, introduce yourself. He's like, I'm Master Killer. And she's like, oh, my God. So, like, what do I got to do? I'm like, you got to give us 3 rooms for free for the weekend. Free drinks, give us the rooftop for a party. We ended up, I put it on Facebook. We had like 2,000 people at this rooftop party. I think you helped, AJ, you helped me film.
I actually helped the next day.
Oh, the night before. It was like a 3-day shoot.
Yeah.
So we had this hotel overlooking, I don't know how I hustled it, but we had this hotel overlooking Long Beach, top penthouse suite. Master Killer realized what the hell was going on. He called like all his friends to come out. Like half, I think Divine was there. Like a lot of people came out for that. The Surfer Dudes came out, and it was called Master Killer Cali's Son.
To see is what you get. To see is what you get. What you see is what you what you see. Yo, what you see? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. I thought I told you what you see. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. I thought I told you what you see is what you get, and you don't see.
And Vice magazine actually premiered the video. I called Vice. I'm like, "Do you guys want to premiere this?" They're like, "Hell yeah!" And we got like models. Like we were just like hollering at girls. Like, "Do you want to?" It was like right after I broke up with my girl, so like I was just like, whatever. I'm like, "Do you want to be in the video?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." So Master Killer's like dancing with this beautiful girl. And that was Cali's son. It was actually, that was my introduction to the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah. So I kept in touch with a few of the dudes, and this guy Divine, who's, I don't know, I consider him one of the managers. There's like 5 or 6 managers. And then one day in 2014, after a couple years of dealing with him, because he's like come out for Sean Price, come out for this. Like he always invited me to like cool events to take photos. And one day he's like, "Yo, I got actually a pretty good proposition for you. Like, if you pay us this amount, you know, I can get you Old Dirty Bastard's son." I'm like, "No way." I'm like, "That dude's rapping." And then he's like, "You give me this amount, whatever. It will be him and Jam Master Jay's son, and we'll perform with like a reggae band." So I met Barson Jones, right? He came out. This guy's wearing an outfit with like chicken sticks, like chicken wings all over his outfit. And Irish Day is like all Irish people, like drinking, acting like idiots. And so this guy gets on the mic, YDB. I'm like, "This Old Dirty Bastard's son," and I'm thinking he's gonna start hardcore rapping. He starts singing like Motown. He's like, "It's Irish Day, it's Irish Day." For an hour, he's singing that, and like every girl was like going crazy. I couldn't. I'm like, "Yo, I like this guy. I want to hang out with this guy." So that's how I started doing events with him probably like once every few months. And now it's become like at least once a week we plan some cool stuff.
Yeah. No, it's really funny that you bring up the boardwalks. I remember it was 2 parts actually. It's 2 videos. It's What You See and Cali's son, right?
Okay, yeah. The first part was on the rooftop, and the second part was walking on the boardwalk with the Wu-Tang.
My killer gangsters around.
2 of the Wu-Tang guys.
Yeah, and I remember when I'm on the elevator and Jeff's just like, "Hey, yo, follow me. And this guy's literally just filming Master Killer down the whole boardwalk, and just Master Killer with his swag and everything, just walking down, just mad cool. And I'm just like holding like this, holding that.
What were you holding?
I was holding 2 tripods because you did the trademark Jeff. I guess like the necklace for the camera like that. You just film him like this, I'm like pushing people out the way.
The camera strap.
Yeah, I was pushing people out the way. It was super cool, man.
I made you push people out of the way. That was your job.
It was dope. I was basically his bouncer. I was Master Killer's bouncer.
DIY. Do it yourself mentality. Low budget. And but I feel like that's the charisma behind the company. Like you're gonna get a quality product from everyone putting in their efforts, and at the end the product's actually pretty cool. Like we've made it on MTV, BET channel, Vice magazine, Lehman College Radio.
Salute.
We're gonna take a break right now. We'll be right back. We are still here with YDB and Jeff Pliskin of Race Fist Records,
aka JDB.
Peace. This is YDB chilling with the Lehman College, and we here and we live. And shout out to Race Fist Records.
Word up. This is Jeffro, Race Fist Propaganda. Shout out to my man AJ and the whole Lehman College crew, Lehman College Radio.
And shout out to Jim Carney for helping us today.
Jim Carney.
Thank you, sir.
Bless up. Jethro Tull. Hip hop heads, there's a legendary, YDB deals with a lot of legendary hip hop rappers. He actually takes, I'll tell you a story. Bryant Park, there's the Roots picnic, right? Led by Questlove and the Roots. Questlove runs the Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, Questlove runs the band for the Jimmy Fallon show. So he did the Roots and Wu-Tang Clan last October. at Bryant Park. So I'm hanging out with this dude at the park. It was me, him, and this girl from Canada, my girl Chrissy Bento, who's a really cool hip hop girl. We're all hanging out, and this dude leaves with his school bag. He had like a school bag, and out of nowhere, this guy jumps on stage and starts singing his dad's parts in front of like 20,000 people. I'm like, this guy.
Yeah, they didn't even ask me to come out. It's kind of like you ever seen Godzilla the movie?
Of course.
He always comes to the rescue. It's kind of like that's what it is. They don't know where I'm at. I'm always there.
You remember what song you were doing?
It's probably Shimmy Shimmy Y'all, Baby I Got Your Money. Word.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
But I just think it's cool because the way YDB does it, different from his dad. You know, I grew up in the punk rock scene, like New York hardcore. I'm not claiming to be hardcore. I'm definitely not. But, 15, 16 years old, skateboarding, you go to shows, mosh pits. And, like, I'm looking at YDB. This guy takes off his shirt, jumps in the crowd. It's pretty cool to see, like, hip-hop people doing that.
Yeah.
Because that was more of, like, a punk rock thing. And I see, like, Method Man Redman jumping into the crowd surfing. Like, he actually did a show with us in Seattle. It was Redman and Slightly Stupid. And I'm on stage with Redman, and all of a sudden he just, like, jumps into the crowd and starts crowd surfing. And it's almost like you can relate to each other. And that's how I started working with Redman. Redman, him and my boy Tariq have a shop called Richmond Hood in Staten Island. So I would go to their events, drop off some skateboards. And then I actually remember I set up a show with Redman and YDB at the rooftop.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
So you want to talk about that? Slick Rick was there too.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was just something my boy Jeff set up. And to catch Slick Rick on a rooftop, with Redman was, epic.
Shout out to Dub Shot, Chris Mannix.
Yeah, so basically, you already know, when I get the money, I get the microphone, my bad. I start asking everybody on the rooftop.
You did get paid a lot of money that day, I'll tell you that much.
I got paid a few that, you know what I'm saying? But when I get the microphone, towards the end of my little session, I start telling everybody to give me money. It's not like I'm trying to rob them on the rooftop, but it worked, One dude gave me $50.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I was right there
I'm
collecting
taking
money.
20% of that, man.
I was collecting
That's $20 for
money.
me, bro.
Man, I got
That's
my own
gas money.
I got my
That's
own
gas money,
Look,
bro.
I got my own church hat I pass around, G. Word.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Honestly, it's the whole thing about Wu-Tang back in the day too. I mean, I know I'm young. I'm only 21, so what do I know? But
You know nothing.
I know you're
No,
right.
just kidding.
But the whole mosh pit thing, it's really dope, man. I'm like, it's like a unity in this family. It's really dope that at the time when Wu-Tang came out too, and even like you, I listen to your stuff too, man. It's like punk within itself. Like, people think punk is just like what it sounds like. It's an act. It's what you are.
Yeah.
And someone
Lifestyle.
that's a lifestyle. Exactly, it's a lifestyle.
Wait till this EP drops, the YDB EP, on Raise Fist Records, Dub Shot Distribution.
Race Fist Records, Jeff Pliskin, YDB. Check that out soon. It's coming out.
They call me Jethro.
I guess, to end on a funnier note, I just gotta ask, top 10 Brooklyn top 5 Brooklyn rappers.
Why is that funny though?
Cause I feel like everyone's gonna have a different
Oh, well, first on my list is Pat Poose.
papoose.
Yeah. Second, it has to be Rakim, because it has to be the baby of
That's
the
the
game
legend.
now. Then to the legend.
I had pizza with that guy.
And then now I should leave the rap era. You talking about hip hop, rap?
I was gonna say rap, but if you want to switch it up, if you
Okay,
wanna do
we keep
artists.
talking about
Artists.
rap. I like Missy Elliott.
Oh, Missy Elliott's super underrated.
She's talented. She still raps.
No.
And so we got Pat Poose, we got Rakim, we got Missy Elliott. Let's give it somebody that never gets that. P. Diddy was a good rapper.
Yeah.
You're on the 90s.
P. Diddy was a good rapper.
Diddy.
Yeah. Everybody said B.I.G., but he did a lot, What B.I.G. that?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's without one, there's no other.
True that.
Yeah.
So we got Pat Poose, we got Rakim, we got Missy Elliott, and we got P. Diddy. And we got one more. No, we got two more, right? We got one more.
Yeah, that was 5, wasn't it?
Nah, I don't think so. If we going for 5, I'm gonna go to Young Dirty Bastard.
Young Dirty Bastard, I like
Yeah,
that.
because
like
I got something coming.
YDB's. I'm not even gonna say artists. I'm gonna give you 5 things. Gravediggers. Did you know that RZA was in Gravediggers before Wu-Tang? My boy Neil Robertson managed them. The Gravediggers album is ridiculous.
Okay.
So you got, and one song from Gravediggers, 1-800-Suicide.
Yes.
One of RZA's best raps. Like,
True that.
there's another rapper out of Long Beach where I'm from, and he's so like underground. He doesn't even leave his house. Actually, he moved out of Long Beach. His name is MF Doom. He wears like a mask.
Of course, MF Doom.
But he has a song on RZA. It's MF Doom and RZA called Books of War.
Mad Villain too.
Yeah, but listen, the song MF Doom with RZA, Books of War, probably one of the, I actually sent it to YDB. Like, it's one of the sickest songs ever. And RZA, it's pretty much a history lesson. It's amazing. It's genius. There's also an album that you should probably Google or YouTube. It's called Wugazi, and it's a mashup between Wu-Tang Clan and Fugazi. And it's just stuff like that is just inspirational because I'll listen to it and it will inspire me to do more art and film a certain way. And you know, for my first video that I want to do with YDB, I want to take him to Clinton Hill, Brooklyn, in front of the mural of his dad on the wall. I want him rapping in front of his dad for the first Shimmy Shimmy remix video. I think that would be pretty monumental and a good dedication.
Okay. Any you know when that's coming out, or that's kind of just.
Well, that's what we're focused on right now. Like, I think for me personally, my focus with Dubshot is to really focus on YDB and all the Raised Fist artists for the new year, and just really get them to that next level. Because next year we're trying to do that festival, and once that hits, it's over.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's great.
We like to shout out Boise, Idaho. We like to shout out all the baby mamas. Okay. I'm not allowed to mention my baby mamas. I got none. But YDB has 5.
Got 5 babies. 28.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? You guys want to bring anything else up?
Nah.
Coffee. Where's the coffee at?
The coffee in
It's
the
getting
vending
late, bro.
machine. $4 for the. Right? How'd you feel about that? $4 for a
I
coffee.
feel raped.
All right, guys. I very much appreciate this, guys, from the Bronx Journal Radio. Once again, I'm here with Jeff Pliskin, YDB, Raised Fist Records.
Thank you guys for having us. It was
Peace.
an honor.
Thank you, guys.
For more information, raisedfistpropaganda.com. You can go on Facebook or Instagram, Raised Fist Propaganda or Raised Fist Records. And Instagram for YDB is Young Dirty Bastard. Official. Because there's copycats out there. They're not the real. Wannabe. Yeah, please follow Raised Fist Records. Please follow Raised Fist Propaganda. Please follow your dreams.
Follow the culture.
Yeah.
You want to do?
I think we just got to be organic. No, I don't want to rap for you.
No. That's not. No. That's